no, just I want to know whether Sirago is joining or not. Okay. So let us start a property of the P block element, right? So what are the property? They are the soft metals. Okay, so they are the property S block. The last electrons enters into the your S subshell. They are soft metals, and most of these are forming the ionic compounds. So they are having the low ionization energy, and most of these metals like barium and magnesium, they won't give the colors, while other S block element will give the colors, right? They are a strong reducing agent. Note down point number 5. Point number 5. Today is 11th of November 2020. So write down. They are bluish color. Blue, BLUISH. Blue color.
In November, sir.
Uh, 13th November now. What I'm writing? 11th November. Date also I don't know. Thank you. Okay, actually here showing 11th by 13. I saw it's 11th number. Yes. So this is bluish color. Okay. Why it is blue
So
color?
we just now started?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So they are a strong reducing agent. S block elements are a strong reducing agent. Okay. What is the meaning of reducing agent? Yeah, did you remember? Yes. What is the meaning of reducing agent?
So they get reduced themselves, sir.
Yeah.
reduce
Very good. And all are good conductors of heat and electricity. Heat and electricity. So we are talking about the S block element. Okay. One more is given. We can note down one more point. They lose the valence electron. They lose the valence electron. They lose the valence electrons. Okay, readily means immediately. Readily to form +1 in alkali metal. In alkali metals, and +2 in alkaline earth metal. In alkaline earth metals, right? What happened? I am not recording. Why? Okay. Next is they have low ionization energy. They have
Good evening, sir.
Mukundar, good evening. Low ionization enthalpies. They have low ionization enthalpies and are highly electropositive. Okay, highly electropositive means they become positive charge immediately. Okay, as compared to the other blocks of the element. Okay. Enthalpy is heat now. already, and they have the low melting point and boiling point. I wrote low melting point, boiling point here. Low melting point, boiling point. Enthalpies, right down here. They have sure, you can say low melting and boiling point. That's why these metals are your very soft metal as compared to other block of element. Okay, let's move to the p block element. What are the characteristics of the p block element? Okay, copy this one. Characteristics of p block element.
Sir, all of these will be saved in the OneNote app now. Sir, we can get it from the email, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, all of these will be saved in the OneNote app, sir.
Yes. You can check right now.
Okay, sir.
You
Because
just check
I'm
it
not
right.
copying it. I'm not copying it. That's why, sir.
You check from the notes also right now. You open the OneNote and check it. It's coming.
Okay,
It's
sir.
updating or not. It will be
Okay.
updated. It will be updated. You check it right now.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yes, it's okay. So electronic configuration of this element is, in this case, is your NS2 and NP. It's not 2. It will be NP. It will be your NP 126. Means last electron enter into the p block elements. Right here, we can see the differentiating electron. The differentiating electrons enters into the p subcell. Into the p cell. So that's why they're called p block elements. Is it? Well, 1 to 6. Yes.
1 to 6, sir.
1 to 6. 1 to 6. For p block will be 1 to 6. Now S block is 1 to 2. S block will be NS2 1 to 2, right? So NS1 will be group 1, NS2 will be group 2. Okay. Write the characteristics. Question number 1. So it include, we are talking p block element. It include both metals and non-metals. Both. And the last electron. Okay, when the electron enter into the p subset, they are called p block element. When the electron into the s subset, they are called s block element. Okay, like this. If electron entry into the your d cell, which it is called d block element. Okay, we are not talking about the last cell. Okay, when electron entering into the last electron entering into the orbit, they are called your p block element, right? Okay, like suppose scandium. Suppose I will take example of scandium. Yes, what happened?
Sir, is this valence electron?
No, this is what I'm saying now. Scandium, and so atomic number is 21. So how do you write the electronic configuration? Electronic configuration is argon up to 18. The next is 4s2 and then 3d1, right? So 3d1 not the valence electron. Valence electron is 4s2 only. Since electron is entering into the d cell, so scandium is called your d block element. Okay, so we are not talking the valence electron. According to Auber rule, energy of the 3D is more than 4s2, right? So electron first enter into 4s2, then it will enter into the 3D. While filling the electron, first 4s2 will fill, then 3D. So we are not talking the valence cell. Valence cell is the last electron. Last electron for scandium is 4s2. Okay, so but electron entering to the 3D, so it is called your differentiating electron. I think now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So we can't use the term valence electron. This will be wrong. They will ask you this question also. Okay, so this is the your incoming electron.
So someone is writing on the board.
I
And
don't
it's
know.
hiding the text that you're writing, sir.
Electron is the last. Yes, yes. So they have removed. It's clear now. Let
Yes,
me
sir.
you use the. This is different color. Okay. So don't mistaken. They are your
Sir,
Sir left the meeting.
I think he got disconnected.
Yes, he should be back.
yes. Okay. Now can you see now?
Yes, sir, we can see.
So I have not joined the PowerCon immediately. So now I think it's clear now. No. So it includes the both metals and non-metals. It includes metals and non-metals, but the number of metals, but the number of non-metals is higher. Okay, it consists of more number of non-metal elements, right? And we can say metallic character increases down the group. So along the group, metallic character increases and metallic character decreases along period. Along period means, suppose we take here boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So this will be non-metallic character. This will be your non-metallic character. And if you take this one, what happened now? So suppose take a boron, aluminum, then gallium, indium, and thallium. So down the group will be the metallic character. So metallic character is increasing, right? So this is the example. Hmm? Here example, this is the example, right? There are two examples. It's clear now. It's an important point. So metallic character increases down the group and metallic character decreases along the period. Okay. Point number 2. So their ionization energy,
Sorry, sir, but can you repeat point number 1, sir? I got disconnected.
Point number 1 is they have mostly the p block element consists of metals and non-metals, but number of non-metals is more than the metals, right? And in
Yes,
the p
sir.
block element along the period, if you see the element along the period, non-metallic characters increases. Okay, like here boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So along the period, fluorine will be more non-metallic in nature than oxygen, then nitrogen, then carbon, then boron. But along the group, down the group, boron, aluminum, gallium. So thallium, indium, these will be more metallic, and boron, aluminum will be less metallic. This is what I want to say there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
टेस्ट करके बताइए कैसा बना है, टेस्ट करके बता दो, लेके जाना है.
Sir, what is the second point?
Second point is their ionization is not completed.
ओके
So their ionization energies are relatively higher. Their ionization energy are relatively higher as compared to S block element. Understood why they are higher? Because these electrons are very close to nucleus, so it won't be easily released from the orbit. So their ionization energy is very, very higher. Third point is they mostly form covalent compounds. They mostly form covalent compounds. Fourth point, some of them show more than one oxidation state. So oxidation state is also not fixed. What happened, Siragav? Oh, what is writing in chat box? Are Pradeep chemistry. You can take the notes from Pradeep chemistry, okay? Yes. So some of them show more than one oxidation state. Okay, for example, you can take here fluorine having -1. Okay, but Cl having minus. Yes. +1 to +7. Okay, boron is having +3. Even aluminum is having +3, right? Even gallium is having +3. In case of, but we can say indium and thallium, they will having +1 and +3. Both are there. So they have more than one oxidation state, right? This is an example in terms of oxidation state. Why it is happening? That is given the S block element property. Wait. Next, point number 5. Their oxidizing character. Their oxidizing character increases from left to right in the period, and reducing character increases. TL is thallium. It is group 3, group 13. In group 13, boron, aluminum having boron to gallium. Boron, 2, aluminum, and gallium, they have +3. But indium, thorium, these two elements having +3 and +1. Okay, and +1 is more stable than +3. Means they will lose one electron. They won't lose the two, all three electrons. Yes, yes. Oh, now why it is happening? So all we will study the S block element. Yes. So the oxidizing character increases from the left to right in the period, but reducing characters increases from top to bottom in a group. So you have to underline this one, increasing from bottom, and this is increasing from left to right. These two important points. Point number 1 and anyway, one is reducing character, one is the oxidizing characters. Okay, so now let us move to next period is D block element. Characteristics of the D block element. Characteristics of D block elements. Right. Now, its electronic configuration is, what is the electronic configuration? Electronic configuration is, so it will be your n-1 into D, and this will be 1 to 10. This will be 1 to 10, and then ns will be your 0 to 2. Remember, what is the value of n? So this n. So n will be equal to 4 to 7. Okay. Now people are celebrating crackers also. 4 to 7 only. So n value is 4 to 7 only, right? These elements are also called transition elements, right? D, are they? What happened? Are they attached towards nucleus? Attract, yes, yes. Because what attack was nucleus? Oh, what attacked Sirago? What attacked was the nucleus? This is sign of equal sign. So D block elements are also called transition element. They're also called transition element. Okay, except group number 12. So group number 12, that is, we can say zinc, cadmium, and mercury. Okay, these three elements are not transition elements. Okay, because their d or electrons are fulfilled, because their d subcells are fulfilled. Understood? So this you have to remember up to here. Okay, we can. Group 12, na group 12. No. D block consists of group number 3 to group 12. 3 to 12 is called D block element. Okay, they are called the D block element.
So they are till group 12.
Hmm.
Okay, sir.
But transition element will be only 3 to 11. Okay. So this is there. They can ask the question, which of the following is the transition element? They will give zinc, cadmium, mercury, copper. Answer is copper. Zinc is not transition element. Cadmium is not transition element. Mercury not transition. Why they are not transition element? Because their last shell is full. Transition elements are those elements whose orbits are incompletely filled, partially filled, incomplete filled or partially filled. They are called transition element. Okay, in ionic state as well as in your ground state, both. Remember, partial filled means ionic state or ground state, both cases. Zinc in ionic state or ground state, in both
Sir,
cases.
why are they called as transition elements?
Transition element means, see here, you take the zinc. In zinc, zinc in atomic state, electronic configuration is, if you see here, it is 30. So we can say up to argon, and then it will be 4s2, 3d10. It's 4s2 and 3d10. So this is full field. This 3d is your full field. Now you take the ionic state. So in ionic state, if you take in ionic state also, we can say, suppose you take the Zn2 plus 30. So here up to argon, okay, the 4s will be 0 and this will be 3s. Again, this 3d is fulfilled. So zinc is your non-transition element. Understood? This is the definition. There
D subshell.
D subset, not L, D. D, not E, D. Okay. So D subset full base. So they are not for transition element. So do this chapter.
Sir.
In where? No genic. Array, this is your, yes, inorganic is correct.
Sir.
Sriram, what happened?
Sir,
Sir, how to find whether it's organic or inorganic?
Array, periodic table is a part of organic compound. Okay. You can see here, you remember. Sriram, what happened?
Sir,
Sriram,
Sir, how to find whether the topic is organic or inorganic?
Array, when you are studying about the elements, it will be inorganic chemistry. Okay.
Okay, sir. So what is organic, sir?
Organic is carbon compound. Like we
Whenever
have,
we study about carbon and its compounds and
organic, yes, organic, yes.
that will come under organic chemistry, and this is
Very good.
inorganic chemistry.
Yes. People is a periodic class, so your inorganic chemistry. Yes, Sriram, what happened?
Sir, even copper has fully filled shell, no, sir.
No,
In its atomic state.
if you take the copper plus 1, it becomes 3d9, right? Plus 1 plus 2 state. What is the plus 2 state? Is the configuration. What is the electronic configuration of copper in plus 2 state? Remember?
3d8.
Array 9, not 8.
Sir, plus 2, no, sir.
Plus 8 not possible. Plus 9.
Sir, if it's Cu2 plus, then it will be.
No, you check it. No, you're telling wrong answer.
Sir, so copper in its atomic state is not a transition element, but when it comes to ionic state, then it's a transition element, sir.
In ionic state, copper is your ionic, your +1 is this one. In completely filled, +2 state. Let me write it. Okay, I thought you will ask question. Same thing you're asking questions here. If you
Okay,
take
sir.
the copper is 29, its electronic configuration is your up to argon will be 18. It's 18 now. Then after that 4s1 and 3d10. Okay, clear? Now, if you take the copper +1, in +1, this is not transition. Understood? Because fulfilled now. But if you take the copper +1 state, the electronic configuration will be up to argon 18, then it becomes your 3d10. So this will also not transition. But if you take the copper